Hello. Hopefully that's better. Hi everybody, I'm Dharani, and as they mentioned, I'll be singing a bhajan today called Vaishaki. And the basis of the bhajan is it's about the devotees who pray to the Lord Vishu, one of the Hindu gods, and how they follow certain morals and principles. So, okay, I'm ready. Hope you enjoy it.
for his ideas about modernizing government and adapting his Silicon Valley thinking to Washington, D.C. And he was a part of the Obama administration. He was the Deputy Assistant Secretary at the US Department of Commerce. And it's a very important role because he's taken that and he's seeded lots of ideas within the Democratic Party and he's launching lots of different projects. So he's really dedicated to helping companies in the United States innovate and increase their exports to consumers around the world. He's actually authored a book which is called, the title is Entrepreneurial Nation, Why Manufacturing is Still Key to America's Future, about keeping the best companies, jobs and opportunities in America. So he's a practicing IP attorney and he's also a lecturer at Stanford University and the Santa Clara Law School. So a big round of applause for Raghu Khanna, who's up here. And what I did not state was that Raghu is actually running for Congress from Congressional District 17. He's our future. You know, I mean, we are really hoping that Jim is going to be mentoring Raghu and provide him all the insights and perspectives to succeed. At this point, what I would like to do, I would turn the mic over to Jim and then to Raghu. Here we go, Jim. Thank you for being here.
Thank you. The story about the gift that I got was that after 9/11 and the bombing in New York, I went to we had community events, and I went to the Hindu temple in Sunnyvale. And it was it was like a week after, and I was a member of the county board of supervisors, and I was chair of the board of supervisors. And we have the sheriff and the district attorney under the county. And so I made a statement of we're going to enforce peace in our community and peace in the Hindu community, and that our community will be a safe place for everybody. And it was to reassure people at that time. So what happened is, unbeknownst to me, there was some holy people from India that were visiting, just happened to be visiting that day. And while they came to say a prayer, they asked me to come up, and they gave me these and told me that I was the protector of the Hindu community in Santa Clara County. And thank you for making sure that we were in a peaceful community. So these are very special to me as a protector. I just want to say that I'm really happy that you're opening, or you're going to have a Saratoga Hindu community. And thank you for inviting me and my wife Pat to come to your celebration today. And I'll continue to come to other events in our Hindu community, in our community here in Saratoga. So thank you so much for inviting us. And this is a very special, that's why I'm wearing these today. I don't usually go around wearing these beads, you know, with my duties as a California State Senator. But today I wanted to show you that I really still feel connected to our Hindu community in Santa Clara Valley. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Rishi, for your leadership for the Hindu American, Indian American community. Thank you, Senator Bell. You know, politicians often come during election season, but to see someone like you who has been here well before the elections and after the elections, because you believe that every community, regardless of faith, should participate as equals, means a lot. So thank you for your leadership. It's great to see such a turnout. I'll be very brief. I was talking to Chuck Page, the mayor, former mayor of Saratoga, and we were talking about how the country needs to find ways to come together across party, across race, across religion. And I think one of the things that our community, the Indian American community, understands is that there are common sense ideas on how to help small businesses, how to help entrepreneurs, how to create jobs. And I'm excited that the community is getting engaged and will bring that perspective because I think it'll be good for the area and good for the country. So thank you, Rishi, for what you're doing, and I look forward to a great program.
And we have another fearless, stay here please, Ro and Jim, please stay here. Again, please come back. Please come back. And we have another fearless leader from the Indian American community here, Cheti Chand, the Planning Commissioner of Fremont, and he has championed a lot of good stuff for the Indian community. I would like to introduce you to Yogi. There you go, Yogi.
Rishi, obviously, congratulations. These are such the huge efforts. Anytime communities get rallied together, that's one of the most phenomenal parts about our sense of civic engagement. And then as communities continue to be involved and engaged, I think that's a great sign. The diversity of California is one of its greatest strengths. And as communities come together to continue to do great things, that's what makes this opportunity a defining moment for our communities. It just goes on with the great work, Rishi, that you've done along with the community out here in Saratoga, and the part of this region which I think has shown a great sense of activism. So once again, congratulations to all of you. A big round of applause just for merely being here today to continue to pursue something which is significant. So congratulations.
So I cannot thank them enough for being here, for participating in it. I cannot thank you all enough for coming down for the first ever Hindu New Year celebration in Saratoga. And Jim, that Rudrakshamala is precious. It's very precious. So it has a lot of great properties and you are... Okay, so what I'm going to do is let's continue on with the program. We are a little bit running behind, probably half an hour behind or a little bit less than that. That's your Indian Standard Time. Does anybody have to leave? They have a hard stop? Anybody? Okay, let's bring Ayush and Shivam back and they'll run through the rest of the program. A big round of applause for Ayush and Shivam.
Did you know that yesterday was Navami? Shivam, what is Navami? Shivam, what is Navami? You don't know? We're Indians. You're supposed to know all of this. Tell me, Shivam. I don't know too. I asked my dad, and he said it was a celebration of the birth of King Ram. Wasn't Ram the avatar of Vishnu? Why, how did you know? Did you learn that in the movie Avatar? Oh, I know celebrating Patil, King Ram's birthday. We are not only celebrating Lord Ram's birthday, we are also celebrating many more things. Gudi Padwa, NaboBarsha, Vishu, and so many more. Do the kids in India get a day off for each of these festivals? You know, Ayush, when I was a little kid, my dad told me that we had spring break, we'd be celebrating all these festivals.
So I sing a song which sings about जगत के स्वामी के अंतर Natya is a solo dance with two aspects, the rhythm